Storytelling is critical in today's environment, especially if you're stuck in convince level. You've got to convince the client they need to make a change. You've got to convince the client that you're the perfect solution for their problem, and you will not do that with facts and figures. You will sell with a story. In my experience, I've learned that people resist facts and figures, but if you share with them a story that feels familiar, we call those archetypal stories, they will lean into the conversation. And by the way, that story will be the best salesperson, as the one person you meet with has to go to all those extra decision makers and convince them they got to change, and convince them you're the one. That story will be your little warrior that's telling forward your value proposition. Let me give you, I think, the most important reason that storytelling is important in today's world of sales. And that reason is Broadbent's filter. This is something you guys can Google later. It's really interesting. Donald Broadbent, United Kingdom psychology researcher, put forth a theory in the 1970s, and today it's a mainstream idea. His theory is that the brain constantly adapts to its environment. He predicted that as time went by, there would be so many attempts to get our attention that our brain would develop this very dense filter. And of course, he named it after himself. Academics love to name concepts after themselves. Just like economists like to use decimal points to prove they have a sense of humor. If you take a look at the slide, you'll see that there's a dense filter that really limits everything that actually gets through to our consciousness. We don't actually hear most of what's told to us. We don't believe much of what we hear, and we retain very little. But what Broadbent learned is there's a little part of the brain. It's lit up in red over here. It's called the amygdala. It's the emotional seat of the brain. It's 35 times more powerful than the logical brain. And he's learned that when you touch that emotional part of the brain, the filter goes down and your message gets through. Today, I really think it is a miracle when people actually get through to a prospect in a world where you're not being accosted for attention like in Broadbent's era 5 or 10 times a day. Today, there's 100 attempts for your attention. There may be 500 attempts for your attention once you check your email and your social media feeds. So that filter's dense, and you need to tell a story to be successful.